The following is a live presentation of Strathroy Rockets hockey. Aspro's in alone. Daniel Aspro, breakaway, scores! Left to the net here, still has it. Over to the side, center, scores! Well, good evening, ladies and gentlemen, and welcome inside the West Middlesex Memorial Center for tonight's GOJHL action between the visiting St. Mary's Lincolns and your hometown Strathroy Rockets. Both of these teams looking to continue on what was a pretty good point streak, at least for the Strathroy Rockets, before that was halted on the road Wednesday in London. And the St. Mary's Lincolns, they are playing their best hockey as of late. They have 5 straight wins coming into this hockey game, and they're looking to make it 6 in a row as they face off against the Strathroy Rockets. We'll talk about that as we continue on. I'm Noah Smith, carrying you through the action tonight, riding solo on the broadcast, and we will see an exciting matchup between the Strathroy Rockets and the St. Mary's Lincolns, one that is always exciting. The rivalry over the last few years has been nothing short of amazing for fans watching these games, and hopefully tonight is going to continue on with that here at the West Middlesex Memorial Center. For the St. Mary's Lincolns, we'll see no huge changes out of the lineup for them tonight. It's going to be fairly similar to what we've seen the last few times against these Lynx. Kieran Moore, Jacob Bloomfield, and Sean Aiken out of the lineup tonight for St. Mary's. It is suspected that Bryce Walkarius will get the start in goal tonight for those St. Mary's Lincolns. On the Strathroy side of things, one interesting person not in the lineup tonight as the Rockets get Captain Carson Perry back in the lineup. Brandon Ballas not playing tonight, so they will be without Brandon Ballas, as well as Chaz Nixon. Chaz Nixon played all of 98 seconds on Wednesday night in London before leaving the game with an apparent injury that we have since learned is to his ankle, so he is not in the lineup tonight, not playing for Strathroy. Not on the bench, available to come in. It'll be Gordy O'Dwyer starting tonight for the Rockets with Matthew Brazeau, who played with Gordy throughout the course of the start of the season. He'll be backing up Mr. Gordy O'Dwyer tonight in goal for Strathroy. So it's going to be Gordy O'Dwyer for Strathroy to try and get them this big 2 points on home ice against the St. Mary's Lincolns. One of 2 games on the weekend for Strathroy. They will head to Kamoka tomorrow afternoon. 4:30 puck drop to face against the Kamoka Kings, who are having themselves a fantastic start to the season as we near that halfway mark. Now 21 games into the 50-game season. 4:30 puck drop tomorrow in Kamoka. Aside from that, no, there's scratches tonight with Brandon Ballas out of the lineup. That top line with Wood, Perry, and Ballas usually on it is going to be missing a winger. That's going to be filled in from what we've been told by Jonathan Kilby. He'll slot up into there and certainly add a little bit of oomph, if you will, to that first line. They'll get the starting assignment tonight, so it'll be Wood with Perry and Kilby to start the hockey game. On defense, it'll be Cole Smith and Owen Kendry. And as mentioned, Gordy O'Dwyer will get the start in goal for Strathroy tonight as they look to get back in to the win column here. A loss on Wednesday in London snapped a 4-game point streak for Strathroy, which concluded 2 wins, an overtime loss, and a shootout loss. So you know they'd love to turn things around here before they face off against Kamoka tomorrow, see if they can come away with a couple of wins on the weekend here and move themselves back up into a good spot here in the GOJHL standings. They are tied with the St. Thomas Stars as we sit coming into this hockey game, and they would love to move up in the standings here and see themselves rise as this season reaches the halfway mark and we move into the holiday break. Here we'll now go down to National Anthem on ice level. So the anthem's complete, just about ready for puck drop here in Strathroy. We'll welcome you inside the West Middlesex Memorial Center for tonight's Junior B hockey action as the Rockets host the St. Mary's Lincolns. This is the fourth meeting of the season between these two clubs, the second one here in Strathroy. The St. Mary's Lincolns, they've won 2 out of the 3 meetings, one of that being the 1-0 shootout thriller just a couple of weeks ago over in St. Mary's. But for the Rockets, they'd love to get back into the win column the way that they handed those St. Mary's Lincolns that loss in the season series, a 7-1 win at the Pyramid Rec Center, which was the last game in which Trent McClement coached this Lincolns team. They've since signed on head coach Jeff Bradley, and they've been 7-2 since. Puck is down, and we are underway. Back to the Strathroy blue line here as it goes over to Kindry. Kindry holds on to it, up to the line, past Wood. No icing as it goes back in the St. Mary's zone, picked up by Mulder back behind the Lincoln's net. Sends it up to the point. Smith knocks it down. Shot thrown on. That one stopped, and a big rebound comes outward. Stopped by Walkarius again. He was right there to make the save on the initial point shot, which was tipped on by Perry. And on the play, the net came off, although it looked like it was blown down before that. We've been told there's some new pegs in the nets tonight here in Strathroy, so the nets should not be coming off nearly as often as they had in the past. We said we'll believe it when we see it, as the linesman now currently trying to get the net back on the pegs there. If he's been a linesman here before, he might not be used to these new pegs. As he gets it back on the moorings there, and it looks like we are set and ready to go. Face-off off to the left of the St. Mary's goaltender, and it's picked up, rimmed around the boards. All the way up to center where it's knocked around by Carson Perry, over to Jonathan Kilby. Kilby looking for a shot. That one goes off the body into the corner. Now back behind the net here. Lynx will take control of the puck from their own zone. Up past the St. Mary's bench, sent down the ice, and this one all the way back down into the Strathroy zone. No icing. Now Perry up to Wood. Wood looking up to Kilby. Kilby coming through the middle here. He's got Kindry with him. Kilby looking for a shot on. That one just whistled wide of the glove side of Walkarius. In the corner now. Kilby trying to tie it up against the wall. The Lynx will take control to their own blue line. Now up to center. Off the stick of Schnittker. Kindry now. And the Rockets will look for a line change here as it's back to Perry on his stick. Pass up to Spezial. Knocked away. Here comes Lamoureux. Lamoureux down low. Still holding on to it. To the middle. Nobody there. Picked up by Hogarth. Hogarth. Nice little chip pass off the boards. Will be picked up by Hewitt, who will dump it in. Back behind the net for Spezial. Over to the opposite side. Now a chip pass. Kept in at the point. Habib back down low. Hewitt can't hold on to it behind the St. Mary's net. Trying to knock that one away. Spezial has it. Back behind the net here for Hewitt. Looks back out front. Spezial, a chance. Fires one on goal. That one stopped by Walkarius. Picked up behind the net by Lamoureux as he looks to clear here for the Lincolns. Lamoureux. Pass to the middle. Coming through the logo at center. Weaving his way through and dumping that one in is Harbor. Back behind the Strathroy net. Looking out to the left side. Now a pass. That one's going to go down the ice, and they'll say it's going to be an icing call here coming against Strathroy. Minute and 51 seconds into this contest. The faceoff will come back down inside of the Rocket zone. Gordy O'Dwyer back in net tonight for Strathroy, after Chaz Nixon started 5 straight hockey games and then started Wednesday's contest in London before leaving for an injury. Point shot on. That one's going to go off a stick and out of play. The point shot from Dare into the netting inside the Strathroy zone. For the quick whistle will allow the Rockets to get that line change after the icing. O'Dwyer this season played 5 starts before Chaz Nixon made his appearance for Strathroy, his first appearance. And now back in goal tonight for the second straight hockey game. Up to the point, kept in by Coops. Trying to chip that one past and getting it out is Faulkner, but it's going to be dumped right back in here by the Lincolns. Alex Laszlo back behind the Strathroy net to Dundas. Dundas will chip it out, get it to center. Cycling back at the St. Mary's blue line here, looking for some options, can't find them. Now back behind the net here. Walkarius looks behind him here as the Lincolns get set up. Jordan Dare going to leave that one. Now he picks up his mistake. Back behind the net. Faulkner looks out to the slot. Shot thrown on. Not a whole lot on it by Dundas. Wraparound chance there. And Faulkner thought he might have had it, but Walkarius hard into the post. Sends the net coming off its moorings. So See if those new pegs are going to hold up to Bryce Walkarius sliding into them for 60 minutes tonight. We're 2:33 in, and we've seen him come off twice already. Face-off will be off to the left of Walkarius here, inside of the St. Mary's zone. Piercy to take the draw. He's got Gallant and Pimentel on his wings. Up to the point for Laszlo. Laszlo, he's going to lose this one. Coming in alone, looking, 2-on-1 chance. That one stopped by O'Dwyer. Back behind the net here, Link still in control of the puck. Trying to get that one away is Piercy as O'Dwyer gets set back up there after stopping the little short abbreviated breakaway, if you will. Gallant, now it squirts back out front, into the corner for Mulder. Mulder, on angle shot, that one well wide of the goal, back up to the point here. Kelleher, down low. Now the opposite wing, shot thrown on. O'Dwyer makes the save, didn't know where it went, plays it. Link still in control of the corner, looking back out front. That one just wide of the glove side of O'Dwyer. Now holding on to it in the corner, Marshall. It's up to the point, kept in here. Kicked aside by O'Dwyer. Now trying to clear off the glass, that one knocked away. Holding on to it, Laszlo circles back inside the Strathroy zone and then fires a backhand back up to center. Now here comes Pimentel. 2-on-1 chance. Pimentel looking to the goal. Shot on. Walkarius makes the save, and he covers up there to get the whistle. Bryce Walkarius getting in on the action. Here's the Rockets. Had a 2-on-1 opportunity. Pimentel with Piercy coming up the left side, and he just fired one on goal blocker side on Bryce Walkarius, who catches with his right hand. Now back down low. Chance out front as Perry fired one on goal. Shot. That one stopped. Blocked by the defenseman, and they'll clear back out to center. Coming through the middle, Schnitker. Had that one knocked away from him. Riley Wood up to the red line. Dodging a hit there, and now finally stumbling down to the ice. Lincoln's turn it back up ice, coming into the offensive zone. Right side corner, Ferreira. Up to the point. Lalonde shot on. That one wide. Might have hit off the side of the net. Trying to clear here was Perry. Looking. Schnitker, another shot. That one well wide into the corner, bounces all the way back up to the point. D2D has Ferreira dumping it in off the foot of the official. Back behind the Strathroy net, it's going to be picked up by Kindry. Kindry, long pass coming through the middle here for Perry. Perry with speed on the left side. Now Perry going to try to cut to the net. Backhand chance, and he couldn't get the shot over to Kilby, who goes into the boards there. Kilby taken down and still down on the ice as he tries to get back up inside the St. Mary's zone. Official on looking there. Pass coming through the middle. Now it's Perry. Perry trying to squeak in on the right side. Now back behind the net. Centering pass. Good shot on from Wood, and that one stopped by Walkarius. Rockets getting their chances early on. Here's the Lincolns move back up ice. Harbor. Toe drag move. Harbor again. Right side. Lamoureux back behind the net. Wraparound chance, and he scores. What a move there by Ethan Lamoureux, and the Lincolns lead 1-0. The move there to bring it inside the offensive zone by Harbor. He dishes it off to Lamoureux, and Lamoureux outweights O'Dwyer, goes back behind the net, and wraps it around on the right side. And it's 1-0 Lincolns here. 4:46 into the game. Off the face-off, back inside the St. Mary's zone. Now sent up Hewitt at center. Spezial trying to knock that one away. It comes all the way back down into the Strathroy zone for Blake Hall. Hall to Spezial. Knocked off his stick by Lamoureux. Now to the opposite side to Habib. He goes up to Hogarth. Hogarth going to bring it up ice on the right side, and he dodges a hit there as he just got clipped at the end. Back behind the net looking for a centering pass. No one to pick it up for Strathroy, and here comes the Lynx back the other way. Lamoureux to the left side. Trying to pick that one up and hold on to it, Vandenbrink. Vandenbrink has that one, bounce past him, back out to center where it's picked up by Hewitt, who works it into the offensive zone. Hewitt looking for a shot. Right into the shin pads. The Lincolns will take control, move it up ice. Vandenbrink on the left side, trying to cut past Marshall. A shot on goal. He's going to be stopped by O'Dwyer right into the logo as he makes the save, covers up and gets the whistle. Back and forth play early on here in this contest. Both teams getting their chances. It's the Lincolns striking first on the goal by Ethan Lamoureux. Up to the point here as the Lincolns control inside the Strathroy zone. Cornfield down low. Laszlo trying to shovel that one away. Bounce pass off the boards up to the point for Cornfield again. Nice move to get away from Nelson. Nelson trying to get that puck back, and he does. Faulkner trying to move it forward there. He had to dodge a hit at center. Pass intercepted by Marshall. He'll dump it in. Back behind the net of Walkerius. Now Dundas trying to pull that one away from behind the St. Mary's goal. Pass to the boards. Now coming through the middle here. Pancino tried to knock it away. Marshall at the Strathroy blue line. Into the skates there. Now they move it forward. Lynx coming to the offensive zone. Trying to cut to the net here. Couldn't get the pass through. Bounce pass off the boards. Sent around the wall. Up to the point for Lalonde. Lalonde shot on. That one might have been tipped. Might have went off O'Dwyer. But it goes out of play with 13:29 to go here in the opening period. And it looks like they're going to bring the face-off outside. Say it went off the stick. The deflection of the forward. Stubberfield actually having a conversation with the official on this one. He said he didn't get a piece of it, but the official not buying it. Long dumping. That one gets behind O'Dwyer. Oh, and he makes the save. Stopped again, and they score on the rebound. The long dump in fools O'Dwyer, takes a funny hop, gets behind him, and then it's Morey to clean up the garbage and make it 2-0 Lynx. And just like that, bang, bang, boom, it's a 2-0 St. Mary's lead here early in this game. Just 6:38 into the opening period. Kyle Morey makes it 2-0. Off the draw, Eric Smith dumps it in, and it's Habib back to get it here for Strathroy. To the corner. Gallant tries to dump it up. Piercy in his skates. Knocked away by Gallant. Back down inside the St. Mary's zone. Lalonde chasing. Spinning up through the middle, and now picking up speed here is Smith coming in on the left side. Smith looking for a shot on. O'Dwyer makes the save. Big rebound came out, and it was blown down by the officials, so that'll keep the face-off inside, although the Lynx obviously not happy with the big rebound getting blown down. Both teams will get a line change here as the face-off is inside the Strathroy zone off to the right of Gordy O'Dwyer. Looks a little shaken up after that second goal. Shots early, 9-5 in favor of St. Mary's. We're not even halfway through the first. O'Dwyer getting peppered early on. Rockets try to clear off the boards. Now Perry with Wood. Perry trying to carry that one forward. Nice toe drag move. Perry cuts through and he's knocked down. Now an arm comes up on the play as Kilby was upended, and the Rockets are going to get a power play opportunity here as Kilby entering the zone was taken down by the defense. And with 12:41 to go in the period, Strathroy is going to head back to the power play. Schnitker to the box. Official right in the corner to see it. And this is a big chance for this Rockets team to get back in this game. Being outshot early on and down 2-0 on the scoreboard. Right off the draw, Lynx will take it back behind the net here, looking to clear this one down the ice on a backhand and all the way down into the Strathroy zone. Played by O'Dwyer, now back behind the net is Kindry. Kindry is going to use the net as a shield to work his way up ice. Pass onto the stick of Perry. Perry cuts to the middle. Now Perry going to streak in here. Looks for a shot on. Big rebound out front. Kilby scores! Jonathan Kilby on the power play. And it's back to a 2-1 hockey game. Talk about creating opportunity. Brandon Ballas out of the game. Kilby slots in on line one, gets a power play opportunity, and he jumps all over the rebound on the Carson Perry shot. And the Rockets are back to within one here as the power play goal cuts the deficit to 2-1. Face off down, and the Lincolns have it back by the St. Mary's bench. Habib going to play this one forward. Now coming through the middle. Nice hit right out front as Dundas is set down to the ice. That gets an applause from the Lincoln's bench. Lamoureux over to Harbour. Harbour steps in across the blue line. Works to the left side. Pass knocked away up to the point. Mulder fires one on. In the corner, Habib. Trying to play it off the wall is Dundas. He gets it out to center. Now Nelson coming through. Plays the body on Mulder. And get off for a line change. Sent down the ice up at the St. Mary's blue line. It's going to be picked up, and now Vandenbrink takes the pass. His pass out of the reach there, poked away by Hall. Hall tries to get it back, but Harbour has it. Now Vandenbrink. Set down back behind the Strathroy net. Holding on to it, up to the point. Another point shot on. That one well wide. Bounces up to Lalonde at the point. Point shot on. That one stopped by O'Dwyer. Big rebound comes out. Another chance. That one fired over top of the goal. All the way back up to the blue line for Lalonde. Now he fires one on. Nelson will pick it up. Off the boards. Chased down by Faulkner at the St. Mary's line. It's Baker back to get it. He'll take it all the way back behind the St. Mary's goal. Pass onto the stick of Harbour, who comes right through the logo at center and into the offensive zone. Now across the line. Has that one taken right off his stick. Spezial will circle back behind the Strathroy net and get set to work up ice. Spezial through the middle. Just finally has it knocked off his stick. And now a big hit down there. Arm comes up here. And now a penalty on the way. As Spezial is going to go to the box, but there might be one coming for the Lincolns as well. A conversation being had by Thomas Harbour as he didn't like the fact that the retaliation call was made. And the Lincolns might have just had their power play negated. A boarding call to Spezial. And then the official, Harvey, doesn't like the retaliation coming through. 5-on-5 he's signaling here, so no power play for either side. Setting the tone early that he's not going to accept anything after the whistle. As Miles Baker gave not a big shot by any means to Spezial as he was skating away, but enough that the official said enough is enough and sent him to the box for two as well. So 5-on-5 hockey here as we continue to play on. Wood with it. Pass over Faulkner. Faulkner trying to get the pass over into the slot. It was knocked away. Hall gets his stick in the lane there. Rockets looking to turn the puck up ice. Wood over skates it at center. Picking it up here, coming in on the left side. Now looking to the middle. That pass well out of the reach. Faulkner trying to chip it past at the blue line. Kept in by Dare. Rimmed around the boards to the other side. Hall takes a hit. Bounces off him. Tries to poke it up to the line, and now out, and finally Riley Wood's going to be the one to get it away. His stick was knocked out of his hands there. They'll play on to Nelson. Nelson, pass onto the stick and off the skate of Wood, and back behind the St. Mary's goal. Walkarius to the right side at the hash marks. Now it comes over across at the blue line and up past the St. Mary's bench. The Lincolns will carry it forward. Drop pass, shot on. That one well wide on the slap shot. It'll circled around the boards all the way back out to the St. Mary's blue line. Return pass over to Cornfield. Cornfield, long pass through the middle, intercepted by Hewitt. Hewitt got to get out of the way of the hit as he dodges that one. Smith, a nice pass up through the middle. That one's knocked away. Marshall into the skates at Cornfield. Gallant will carry it on. Shot, that one stopped by Walkarius. Another chance here inside the Lincoln zone. Piercy shot on and stopped by Walkarius with the glove. And we'll get a whistle. 9:26 to go here in period number one. Lincoln's leading 2-1 here. As we'll get a face-off coming inside of the St. Mary's zone. Cornfield back behind the net here. He's just going to set up here as the Lynx get ready to come up ice. Now from their own zone to center. And a long dumping's going to go off the skates there of Carson Perry, but finally be dumped in up to the wall. Now Kindry to center for Wood. Wood's going to carry it forward. Break in. Kindry looking, shot on. And a stop by Walkarius. It was blown down, I believe, on an offside as Kindry brought it in on the drop pass from Riley Wood. It'll be a face-off in the neutral zone here. Perry to take it, and he's going to tie it up, win it back for Strathroy. Onto the stick of Wood now. Kilby with it to Wood. Wood dancing his way through in the corner. Kilby in there to help him out. 3 Rockets down low, and now the puck's going to squirt out here, and the Lincolns will work it forward. It's Dare. Drop to Ferreira. Picked off. Here comes Perry. Perry's got Kilby with him on his right side. Perry cutting to the net, looking for a pass to Kilby. That one's going to go off a stick, and now the Lincolns will bring it back up ice. Into the offensive zone as everyone gets back. Snuffs out the chance there for the Lincolns. Now up to the point. Dare, his shot. Easy save by O'Dwyer to knock it into the corner. Puck bounces back out front for Kindry. Kindry off the boards to Hewitt at center, and Hewitt's going to dump it in to that corner. Side to side here as Walkarius looks out front of his goal. The Lincolns will move it up through the middle. Onto the stick there, Ferreira. Ferreira finally knocked away from it. There to pick it up is Habib. Habib gets it up to Hogarth. Hogarth will come through the middle. Nice drop pass. Pomeno works in, shot on, and that one's stopped by Walkarius. Big rebound comes out the other way, and now tripping across the line was Harbour. Lincoln still in control inside their own zone as Cornfield has some space. He'll work it up to center and dump it into the corner. Back down behind the net. Centering, looks out front. This one knocked away. Up to the point, holding on to it Mulder. He looks to try and dump it in. It's going to go off the stick of Nelson. Nelson will pick it up, and now Nelson gets it to center, where Cornfield will pick it up and go back to Mulder. Mulder, D to Cornfield again. Looks to try to return pass. It was knocked away. Cornfield up to Lamoureux. Lamoureux circling back at his own line. Now the official takes a tumble at center. He's quickly back up here as the play continues on. Faulkner works his way in. Faulkner looking for a shot on. That one stopped by the toe of Walkarius. 7 minutes to go here in the opening period. 2-1 St. Mary's lead. Puck in the corner of the St. Mary's zone. Now it's going to be flipped up and down the ice. Back to get it here is Laszlo. Now he spins and fires it up the boards to Faulkner. Faulkner knocked away from him. Here comes Stubberfield. Stubberfield into the corner. Battle continues on up to the point. Lalonde shot blockered away by O'Dwyer. Now opposite side. Marshall will pick it up. Here comes Marshall. Looking for a bounce pass off the boards to Faulkner. Faulkner will bring it in. Faulkner trying to kick that one past to Nelson. It's down low for Lalonde. Trying to get away from the Rockets. Forecheckers there. Now it's poked away. Faulkner over to the side. Looking for the return pass and firing that one right into the skates is Nelson. Now up to the point for Laszlo. Out of the reach of him and all the way back down into the Strathroy zone. O'Dwyer played that one right onto the stick of Lalonde. Lalonde carries it into the offensive zone. Fires it right into the skates. Lost chance here, and another one fired right through the slot. Marshall will pick it up. Marshall, long pass, out of the reach of Gallant, and it'll be an icing charged against Strathroy and bring the face-off all the way back down into the Rockets zone with 5:54 to go here in period number 1. Face-off coming off to the left of Gordy O'Dwyer. Laszlo has it. Opposite side for Marshall. Nice chip pass up to Faulkner. Faulkner coming through the middle. Had that one knocked away from him. And now Gallant touches it just across the line there, and it's going to be an offside against Strathroy. Linesman was on the far side. Didn't like the way the Rockets brought it in across the line. And blew him down on the offside try. Face off, tied up. It's Piercy in there trying to get it away for Strathroy. Hewitt digging away at it now as the battle moves over to the wall. Finally getting it back, dumping it in is Hewitt. Back behind the St. Mary's net. Piercy off the end boards. Long pass, the Lincolns will get it out, send it off the boards and down the ice, and now this one is going to have enough for no. They're going to wave it off at the icing just at the line. Looking for a turnover here as this one's going to be picked up. Hewitt got Piercy with him. Just going to dump it in as soon as he gets to center. It's waved off on the icing. Rockets benched in like that, and now a turnover comes back the other way here for Kelleher. Kelleher in across the line looking for a shot. That one well wide. Tried to go blocker side on O'Dwyer. Point shot on. That one tipped into the corner. Now Kelleher looking to get that one away. Piercy off the end boards. Gallant to center, and he'll dump it in. The Rockets will get a line change. Lincoln setting up back behind the goal of Bryce Walkarius with just over 4.5 minutes to go here in the first. Sent down the ice, and it'll be an icing call here against the Lincolns, although one linesman said no icing. The close icing blew it off. The close linesman, pardon me, was the one who called it. Linesman a little shook up here, trying to get on the same page. Back for Mulder inside of the St. Mary's zone. Cornfield to Mulder. Pass through the middle now. Knocked off the skate of Perry. Habib will get it back and throw it up, and now here comes Riley Wood. Wood's going to break in. He's got Perry on his left side. Wood looking, shot on. Stopped by Walkarius as he gets the glove right on the shot from Riley Wood. Great job there by the Rockets to create another opportunity on the break. But an even better defensive play to snuff it out. Keeping Wood to the outside, getting him to a shot that was stopped by Walkarius. Back behind the Lincoln's net. Nice pass, moves it up to the blue line. Now carrying it forward to center. They'll dump it into the corner. Lamoureux to chase. Had that one knocked away by Hull. Hogarth looking to try and help him out. It'll be picked up by Lamoureux. Lamoureux cutting to the slot, looking to the net there. That one poked away. Now Spezial at the line. Couldn't get it past Lamoureux. Throwing a hit is Habib. It goes back behind the Strathroy net where it's picked up by Blake Hull. Now Blake Hull going to skate as he dumps that one down. Inside of the St. Mary's zone here. Lynx just looking to clear. It's going to be flipped up and down the ice, and this one is going to miss the goal and go for an icing against St. Mary's. As we get closer to the end of this opening period, 3:22 to go. Lincoln's got the first two goals of the game, coming from Ethan Lamoureux and Kyle Morey, before Jonathan Kilby got the Rockets on the board on the power play, picking up the goal on the rebound from Carson Perry's shot. That's where we sit. Now looking out front for a chance. Faulkner chipped that one into the corner. Now he tries to get it out. Going to lose it. Lincolns will move it up to center. A big dump in and a huge hit against the wall there as Marshall sends a man right into the stanchion. A dangerous situation, but right back up to the feet as that one's sent down the ice. And an icing call against Strathroy. A big hit for sure, but in a dangerous spot. It is fantastic to see that he was right back up to his feet. Saw the NHL move to years ago those rounded corners to avoid those dangerous spots against the wall, but here in some of these minor hockey and junior barns, you still see it. Marshall to center with it, trying to dump that one in on the backhand. Now he's tied up. The Lincolns will take it away. Back down inside of the St. Mary's zone. Now up to Pancino. Pancino to Stubberfield. Stubberfield in down low. To the corner, knocked away by Laszlo. Dundas, nice pass. They come up to center. Now this one knocked away. Marshall up to Faulkner. He didn't see it coming. Pancino had to go right between his legs, and now the Lincolns are offside, trying to bring it inside the Rockets zone. Pace has slowed a little bit from the hectic start that we had to this game. The Lincolns had 9 shots on goal in the first 8 minutes of play. Since then have cooled off a little bit. Shots showing 12-11 in favor of St. Mary's. Pimentel to Gallant. Back to Pimentel. Pimentel looking for a shot on. That one stopped by Walkarius. Big rebound comes out, and the Lincolns will turn it up ice. Pass off a stick inside of the Strathroy zone. Rockets turn it over. Pass Smith. Point shot. That one well wide. Left side of O'Dwyer. Bounces all the way back out to center where it's going to be dumped in. And the Lincolns will go for a line change on the back end. Kindry now. Long pass off the boards. Gallant to the middle. Pimentel. Pimentel had to dodge a hit there as he took it at center. Now the Lincolns will bring it up through the middle. Across the logo. Stopped by Smith as he got that one in his skates. Piercy now running through as the Lincolns are in the middle of a change right out front of him. Now coming through across the other side. Looking out front. Can't get the shot off. Rebound chance coming across. O'Dwyer makes the save with the pad. Another chance. The rebound fired wide. Smith up to Pimentel on the half wall, trying to get the puck out here. 90 seconds to go in the opening period. Cornfield pinching in, looking to the middle there. That pass knocked away. Now a point shot fired on. Mulder had that one blocked. All the way around the boards up to Cornfield on the opposite side. Fired one on goal. And O'Dwyer grabs that one out of the air. It was going to be about 2 feet over the net. But he snags it out of the air, and we'll get a whistle here with 1 minute and 11 seconds to go on the clock in this opening period before we head to break. Mazer to take the draw for the Lincolns. Faulkner for Strathroy. It's going to be tied up. One back behind the Strathroy net. Now up to the line. Kept in. Mulder looking for a shot. That one's going to miss blocker side. Come all the way back out to the blue line where it's picked up by Wood. Wood now. Faulkner. Faulkner knocked away. Now up to Riley Wood. It goes off his stick. Inside the corner. Now back behind the net. Wood look to come out front with it. Holds on to it. Wood looking, opposite side, chance on! Hall stopped there. Nice play to get across by Walkeris. Rebound chance. Wood on the opposite side is going to hold on to it. Now into the corner for Wood. Up to the point, Perry knocks it over to Hall. Hall looking to the net, and a nice save by Walkeris to slide across and stops that one with the shot right in the logo. 33 seconds to go. Rockets will keep that same unit out there, at least it looks like it, with the offensive zone draw, and just 30 seconds to go here in the period. Perry sets Wood up right behind him, but the draw is won back by the Lincolns. They'll clear off the glass, up to the blue line and out to center. Now Perry. Perry tried to make a move to break into the zone, but he was knocked away. It's going to be dumped in by Kilby right on goal, and once again covered up by Walkeris, this time with 20 seconds to go in the period. Jonathan Kilby playing up on this top line tonight has been chippy as always, but at the same time composed and ready to jump up on the offense when needed. And he has the Rockets' lone goal. Face-off one back by the Lincolns. They'll clear it back out to center. Now this one's going to be taken by Vandenbrink. Vandenbrink to the left side, just out of the reach there, as pinned into the corner here with 10 seconds to go. It's sent down the ice, and it'll be back into the St. Mary's zone with 3 seconds to go, and that'll do it for the opening period. As the horn goes, and we'll go to break with the Lincolns leading by a score of 2-1 and an exciting opening period here on this Saturday night. Things a little chippy back and forth. The officials keeping things in hand. But after 20 minutes of play here in Strathroy, it is a 2-1 lead for the St. Mary's Lincolns. Shots on goal through 20 minutes of play, 14 for St. Mary's, 15 for Strathroy. So the Rockets come back a little bit in the shot category. But the Lincolns' 2 quick goals, one from Ethan Lamoureux and Thomas Harbour, and the second from Kyle Morey and Eric Lalonde, have them out in front, 2-1. Elsewhere around the GOJHL today, a few other games going on around local to us. One in the Western Conference as the St. Thomas Stars are in Kamoka to take on the Kamoka Kings. That game 1-0 as the Stars have the lead early on. That game about 4 minutes in to the second period of play. The goal from Tyler Alexander with Matthew Paris on the assist as the Stars lead 1-0. One game completed earlier on today. That game in Chatham as the Maroons hosted the Leamington Flyers on a Saturday afternoon. And it was the Chatham Maroons with 4 second period goals winning 5-4 over the visiting Leamington Flyers as the Maroons look to aid themselves a little bit further on in this season. In big Junior B transaction news, the Sarnia Legionnaires and the Chatham Maroons had a big trade that go through today. Nolan DeKoning was picked up by the Chatham Maroons. Brendan Strobel going the other way to Sarnia. So DeKoning moving a little bit closer to his hometown. And we just saw probably the best chuck-a-puck we have seen so far this season, as one is sitting basically right on center ice. Contestants stand at the face-off circles in the end zones, and they throw the puck to try and get it closest to center ice, and one of them is sitting right on the dot. You're not going to get much better than that. 20 minutes of play complete here in Strathroy. We'll go ahead and we'll take the break It's the Lincolns leading 2-1 here over the Strathroy Rockets after 20 minutes of play. You're listening to Strathroy Rockets Hockey here on the Rockets YouTube page. The following live broadcast of Strathroy Rockets Hockey is made possible thanks to our generous sponsors. Andy's Legendary Pizza, located at 10 Metcalf Street West in Strathroy. Commonwealth Financial, located at 370 Albert Street in Strathroy and online at commonwealthfinancial.ca. Carpet One Floor and Home, located at 325 Caradoc Street South in Strathroy. All Season Concrete, located just outside Strathroy, and visit them online at allseasonconcrete.ca. MNP Accounting, Consulting and Tax Services, located at 6 Front Street in downtown Strathroy. And by Middlesex Chiropractic. Visit them at 117 Thomas Street in Strathroy. The following is a live presentation of Strathroy Rockets hockey. Aspro's in alone. Daniel Aspro, breakaway, scores! Left to the net here, still has it. Over to the side, center, scores! 20 minutes of hockey complete here in Strathroy, and it is a 2-1 St. Mary's Lincoln's lead. You're listening to Strathroy Rockets hockey here on the Rockets YouTube page. I'm Noah Smith bringing you through the action today, and it is, as mentioned, a 2-1 lead for the visiting St. Mary's Lincolns after our first period of play. The Lincolns got on the board first, and they got on the board first twice with two quick goals to start this hockey game, and they led at about the 6:50 mark, 2-0, but the Rockets got a quick power play, and they turned that into a power play goal, courtesy of Jonathan Kilby, who, as mentioned, slotting up into the first line tonight with Brandon Ballas out. The Rockets had their picks to go up and who they would pull up to bring on this first line to play with Carson Perry and Riley Wood. And Jonathan Kilby, he's a guy that likes to go out there and throw the body around. It was an interesting pick, but it paid off for them so far as he has got the Rockets on the board and back within one as we get set for period number 2. The shots on goal total through the first 20 minutes of play. We mentioned it going into break, but we'll give you a little bit of an updated look as we head into period number 2. Still 15-14 in favor of Strathroy. They had their fair share of chances, especially in the last probably 10 minutes after that power play goal. Had their chances to get back in the game, but they met the wall of Bryce Walkarius, who, if you flash back to just a couple of weeks ago in St. Mary's, it was Walkarius and Nixon who stole the show. Not very often you see both goaltenders leave with a shutout, but that's what happened as Nixon and Walkarius kept the game scoreless heading to a shootout, where finally the Lincolns come away with the 2 points, but both goalies leave the barn with a shutout. No goals allowed through regulation in 7 minutes of overtime. Walkarius trying to do that again tonight here. Of course, the shutout already gone, but trying to keep the Rockets off the board as much as he can through the next 40 and try to help his Lincolns to yet another win. We talked about how hot St. Mary's has been in their last few games here. And now a late line change to start this hockey game, it looks like. It was going to be Wood, Perry, and Kilby out there to start the game, but obviously the way that the Lincolns are lining things up, the Rockets elected to switch that, and it's going to be the line of Piercy, Gallant, and Pimento out there. St. Mary's looking for their 6th straight win. They're up 2-1. We're underway here in the second period. Face off and back to the Strathroy zone. A long one off the boards, down the ice, over top of the stick of Piercy, and it'll go for icing here against Strathroy. Just 12 seconds into the second period of play. Remind you, as always, if you'd rather watch the game being streamed live on hockeytv.com. Trying to chip that one past and move forward is Gallup, but he's knocked down coming across the blue line. And it'll be sent back into the Strathroy zone here by the St. Mary's forwards. Off the boards, this one up to the glass. Smith trying to knock that one away here for the Lincolns. Can't bring it in. Now Piercy with it. Piercy at his own line. To Laszlo, to Marshall, and now Pimento will dump it in. Piercy back behind the St. Mary's net to play it. He's got Gallant down low in the corner with him. Gallant trying to knock that one forward. It comes up to the point for Kindry. Point shot on. That one stopped by Walkarius. Smith again, back down low, looking for the centering pass. That one's going to go right in off the pad. And Walkarius has got it, although finally it comes loose from underneath his pad. Offensive zone face-off, and now the Rockets will bring out that top line, Wood, Perry, and Kilby. 54 seconds into the second period. And this draw one back by the Lincolns. Cornfield around the boards, up to the line and out. Lincolns take control as a pass over to Mulder. Bouncing puck. Mulder tries to settle it down as he fires one towards the goal. That one well wide, and players colliding there off to the side. No play on the puck now. Back behind the net. Smith trying to knock that one away. It'll be picked up by Perry in the corner. Perry dodging hit. Up to the line. Now bouncing puck. Perry knocks that one down. Up to Wood. Wood leaves it for Perry. Now Perry will bring it in. Over to Kilby. Kilby looking to Wood. Couldn't get that pass through. Wood's got it again. Up to the point for Kindry. Shot on. That one's going to go back behind the net. Holding on to it. Perry up to the point. Kindry down low. Wood tries to fire a shot on. Kilby picks it up. Kilby holding on to it to Wood. Wood, toe drag move, tries to fire that pass over to Carson Perry. It was knocked away. Mulder will hold on to it, get to center, and dump it in here for the Lincolns, who will get a wholesale line change on the play. That one's going to be dumped in, and now the Rockets will get a new fresh forward unit out there. Holding on to it, a long dump in. That one's going to be knocked away by Gordy O'Dwyer. And sent down the ice. An icing call coming against Strathroy. Face-off will be off to the left of Gordy, or pardon me, off to the right of Gordy O'Dwyer. You're near the halfway mark of the season. You play a team for the fourth time, and things can get a little chippy as we move on in this game. You can expect it. Back behind the Strathroy net here. Lincoln's trying to move the puck around. It's going to be knocked away. Off to Hewitt. Now Hewitt up through the middle. Knocked down, and coming forth here is Hogarth. Hogarth on the left side. Spezial in the corner. Now Hogarth looks out front. Nobody there to pick it up. It'll be intercepted by the Lincolns, who will move forward. Kyle Moore, he's got the second goal here for St. Mary's to the net. That one stopped by O'Dwyer. Now back behind the net. Holding on to it. Looks out front. That one into the shin pad of Habib. Another chance fired on goal. That one stopped. Poked up to the line. Not out. Kept in by Coops. Coops holding on to it. Pancino at the line as well. Finally, it's going to get back out as Stubberfield has it, and he dumps it in for Strathroy's Blake Hull to pick it up. Now Hull to Spezial. Long pass coming through the middle. That one's going to go off a stick. Down into the zone for Hewitt. Just out of his reach. Lincolns turn it over. Now Nelson. Back to Hull on defense. Habib leaves it for Nelson. Now Nelson through the middle. Nelson weaves his way in. Nelson looking for a shot on. And right into the logo of Walkarius. Noah Nelson, nice move to work his way in. Got a nice shot opportunity in the slot, but fired it right into the Lincoln's crest on the jersey of Bryce Walkarius. Face off to the right of Walkarius. Back behind the net, around the boards, over to Noah Vandenbrink. Fellow Hamilton Bulldogs teammate of Noah Nelson. Both of those guys getting their fair share of OHL time this season. Likely to see those two in the Future Stars game. Shot thrown on. That one stopped by O'Dwyer off into the corner. Now on the forehand. Holds on to it, Vandenbrink. Lamoureux, shot thrown on. That one stopped. Back down low. Picking up his stick. Holding on to it. Now Faulkner tripped inside the Strathroy zone. No call here from the official. Looks like he's just putting the whistle away for now. Calls that could have gone both ways. Now Laszlo with it. Laszlo's going to hold on to it. Bring it up ice himself. Long dump in will go off a body. Almost turned over there as Faulkner got it back for Strathroy. Dundas. And it's going to be chipped back to Laszlo. Alex Laszlo to center. Dundas. Faulkner couldn't get it. Now Harbor to the right side. Coming through the center. Right across the logo. Holding on to it. Now they'll break in. Looking for a 2-on-1 chance. Over to the left side. That one knocked away. And the pass well out of the reach of Nelson. It'll be an icing call against Strathroy and bring the face-off back inside the Rocket zone. Four minutes and 42 seconds gone to start this second period of play. No goals yet here in the second. Up to the point. Mulder walks, looks for a shot, holds onto it down low. Now fires one on goal. That one stopped by O'Dwyer. Mulder had it at the point, then walked around the perimeter, kept on walking, and got himself to an odd angle where he finally just fired one on goal. And he got the face-off inside the offensive zone here for the Lincolns. Pimentel off the draw. Can't keep it in. Back down low. Here's Habib in the corner. In there to help him out. Smith throws the body. It goes over to the opposite side corner for Mulder. Now back down low. Piercy behind the Strathroy net. Has some time. Gets it up to Pimentel. Puck isn't cleared yet. It's up to the line. Not out. Now the Lincolns. Chance looks out front. Holding on to it. Shot thrown on. That one wide of the goal. Might have been stopped by O'Dwyer on the way through. Now holding on to it up to the point. Big hit coming through as Smith throws the body on Gallant. Lynx captain Mulder has it back inside the St. Mary's zone. Now long pass onto the stick of Smith, breaks his way in. Smith looking to the goal. He just flips one on net. And that puck picked up by Gordy O'Dwyer. We'll get a whistle here. O'Dwyer keeping in the action and keeping this game and the Rockets within one. Defensive zone draw, one back by Perry. Now the puck turned over. Back behind the net, holding on to it. Looks out front, looking for a shot. That one fired off the side of the goal and blown down by the official. I'm not quite sure. I think they're going to say the net is off, although ever slightly. Just the third time we've seen the nets come off tonight here in the early going. As mentioned, some new pegs out there. If you listen often, you'll know the nets here at the West Middlesex Memorial Center, they come off often. Back behind the net, looking for a centering pass. That one fired on goal. Now up to the point, Coops keeps it alive. Down low, just out of the reach of Schnitker. Coming right through the middle is Kindry, trying to poke that one away. Rockets can't clear, and now they will. Now Perry, he dodges a hit. Kindry picks it up, works his way in. Kindry around the boards to the opposite side. Kilby to try and chase it down. Kilby's going to win the battle. Now back behind the net for Wood. Wood, toe drag move, looking to try and bring it out front as he dodges the hit. Now Kilby up against the wall here. He's pinned. Trying to hold on to it here as Kilby takes the hit. This puck's going to be chipped past Wood up to the point where it's capped in by Kindry. Now Kilby leaves it for Wood in the corner. Wood tries to chip that one back. Perry in there to help him out. Opposite side, up to the point. Smith looking, shot. That one's blocked. Kindry picks up the rebound. Back down low, it's going to bounce off the boards and right out front where it's covered up by Walkarius. Rockets getting their chances on that last shift. Thanks in part to a lot of hard work down low. And in the corners, they got their shots. They just couldn't beat Walkarius. It's going to be a tough task tonight. Now turned over, Faulkner. Faulkner looks through, can't get a shot off, holds on to it, can't finally fire one towards the net. Now Nelson, back down low for Dundas. Dundas holds on to it, looks out front, up to the point. Marshall, shot on, blocked away by Walkarius. Big rebound comes out, and it's going to go off the stick and out, back down into the Strathroy zone. Holding on to it. Now Marshall picks that one up. His pass to Nelson. Dundas. Just inside the blue line here, poked away from him. Pass off the skates and down the ice, right onto Gordy O'Dwyer, who has no choice but to cover up here and get the whistle. So the face-off inside of the Strathroy zone. 12:39 left here in the second period. Up to the point, Lalonde looking, shot. That one stopped by O'Dwyer. Big pad save, another one trying to fire it on goal there from the corner. Battle continues as Laszlo tries to move the puck away. Now walking out from the corner, back behind the net, still holding on to it, looking for a pass, comes up to the point for Baker. Baker, opposite side, Lalonde, shot on. That one back behind O'Dwyer, and they're going to say it crosses the line. The Lincolns score to make it 3-1. Another one that just squeaks past O'Dwyer. And if it crossed the line, it didn't cross by much. 3-1, St. Mary's leads. All the play back and forth, and the second and third goals for the Lincolns so far tonight have been ones that have just blooped their way past Gordy O'Dwyer. Stubberfield going to get credit with the goal that just sneaks past the Rockets netminder. Here comes Vandenbrink working his way in. Vandenbrink left side now cuts back behind the net. Bounce pass off the boards. Cornfield shot on and blockered away by O'Dwyer. It'll go out of play. And keep the face-off in the offensive zone here for St. Mary's. Gordy O'Dwyer didn't have much arguing after the call, so you can imagine he knew that one just snuck over the line. Hewitt, he'll dump it in. Takes a hop off the end boards. Poking that one away is Walkarius. Now Mulder. On a backhand, gets it out. Here come the Lincolns up through the middle. Vandenbrink. Pass to the middle. That one stopped by O'Dwyer on the backhand shot. Now back down low, holding on to it. Tries to find it through the middle. It's going to be poked up onto the stick of Hewitt, and Hewitt will bring it through the middle. Dumping that one into the left corner. Now chasing off to the side, holding it. Here come the Lincolns now trying to work out through the center ice area. Long pass on the stick. Noah Vandenbrink. Vandenbrink looking, shot. That one just over top of the goal. O'Dwyer might have got a piece of it. Up to the point. Shot on. Slap shot well wide off the stick of Dare. Now Coops. Can't hold the line here. It's going to be poked past. He'll have to dump it back in. The Lynx will have to clear. Right onto the stick of Lamoureux on the right side. Drop pass. Another chance. Dare fired on goal. That one tipped on goal. Knocked the stick right out of the hands there, and it was stopped by O'Dwyer. Now the Rockets trying to get it back. Habib chips it into the corner. Tries to get it out on the backhand. Kept in so far by the Lincolns. Up to the line. Coops shot. That one's going to be blocked. Another chance. Shot thrown on. It's blocked into the corner. Finally trying to knock it away. A big hit by Hull coming through the middle here. Down onto the ice there, and it'll be blown down on the injury as Halsey's getting chased down in the corner. Blake Hull getting a talking to here from the Lincolns. They didn't like the hit on Noah Vandenbrink, but the official was standing no more than 15 feet away and obviously didn't see anything that he didn't like. I don't know if any penalties are going to come out of this. I don't imagine so. There wasn't anything too aggressive. As Blake Hull was just trying to skate away from the play when a couple of Lincolns, including 6'2" defenseman Ethan Coops, chased him down in the corner. And now continuing to have a conversation there is Lamoureux, but Thomas Harbour, pardon me, getting talking with the official, but he's not going to get anything. So with 10:31 to go here in the second, a little bit of a gathering in the corner after a hit by Blake Hull. And we'll play on. On the opposite side to Marshall. Marshall will get to center. He'll dump it in. Takes a hop off the inboards and right out front. And Walkarius will have to jump on that one and cover up to get the face-off. Face-off and a draw off to Walkarius left side. It's one back. Gallant now. Can't get the shot off. It'll be sent down the ice, and all the way on goal is coming out, and covering that one up is Gordy O'Dwyer. Thought about playing that one, thought about leaving it for the defenseman, but elected to make the short trip about 10 feet out in front of the blue paint to cover that one up. Lincoln's lead 3-1 here. One goal in the second period to give them that 3-1 lead off the stick of Adrian Stubberfield, who just poked one barely past O'Dwyer. Point shot's going to be stopped. Here come the Rockets the other way. Pimentel had that one knocked off his stick. Now the Lynx work it inside the Strathroy zone. Stopped at the line. Battling with it. Here comes Piercy. Piercy will throw it into the St. Mary's zone. Chase back behind the net. Kelleher. Bounce pass off the boards. They trying to get it out. It's back down low for Piercy. Piercy got Gallant with him. Gallant down low. Pimentel coming in as he takes a hit. Holding on to it, Piercy. Out front, shot thrown on. That one blocked it, didn't make it to the net. Now Piercy takes a big hit against the wall there as the Lincolns will bring it outside their own zone, get to center, and Baker dumps it in. And now some shoves here from Baker and Pimentel up against the wall. Holding on to it here, the Lincolns just inside the zone. Shot fired on. That one stopped by O'Dwyer. He's getting chippy here as we move past the halfway point of this second period. Pimentel looking for a line change here as Lalonde picks it up. Quickly moves it up onto the stick of Mazur. Mazur on the right side, tries to cut to the net here, holds onto it, can't get the shot off. That one just off the side of the goal. Flipped up through the middle. Now Perry. Perry to Wood. Wood looking through, brings it out front. That one stopped. Up to the point for Kindry. Kindry back down low for Wood. Wood, odd angle shot. That one fired off the side of the cage of Walkarius. Up to the point for Kindry again. Now to Wood down low. He's going to leave it in the corner. Mulder tries to get that one past. Now Schnittker. Schnittker battling. Into the corner. Perry trying to dig it away from Mulder. This one up to the point. Knocked down by Kindry. Kindry trying to fire one on goal. Perry, right side. Into the slot. This one's going to go off a skate and bounce all the way back out to center. Now Kindry's pass. Picked off by Schnittker. Here comes Schnittker. Works his way in. Fires one off the side of the net. Smith to Wood. Wood at center. Couldn't get that one up to Perry. And a big hit by Kilby coming through the middle. Knocking down Mazur. Now Ferreira. Ferreira on the left side. Drops it for Schnittker. Schnittker will pick it up in the corner. Looks out front. That one's going to go off a stick. And finally picked up by Wood. Flipped out to the neutral zone. The Lincolns will have to chase at their own blue line. Mulder to Perry. Perry intercepts it. Knocks it past Mulder. Tries to pick it up here. And they're going to say the puck is into the Strathroy bench, it looks like, and out of play. So finally blown down by the linesman there. 7:40 to go here in period number 2. Chippy, to say the least, this game has become. Still a lot of hockey to go, and a close contest at that. 3-1, Lincoln's lead. And Bryce Walkarius now standing with his helmet off down in the St. Mary's crease. And I think he's looking for a piece of his helmet. Got his helmet off, holding it in his hand. And he doesn't have a helmet there, so now looking to back up goaltender Ryan Wheeler. I think they're just going to take Wheeler's mask for now. So Walkarius will have to deal with a new mask. As Wheeler lends him his, and we'll get to work on fixing the one in that visitor's penalty bench. Now a long dump in will find its way down the ice. And an icing against Strathroy here. Habib wasn't at center, no doubt about that, but he fired it through a mass of bodies. And you would have thought it would have hit something on the way through. So now the face-off shifts to the Strathroy zone here, off to the right of O'Dwyer. 7.5 minutes left in this second period. Up to the point, off the stick of Coops and back out to center. Now he hands it off right side. It'll be a dump in, chased down by Stubberfield, the last goal scorer here for St. Mary's. He's taken down out front. That one off the stick. Coops now looking right side. Shot fired off a stick and wide. Now back behind the net, still holding onto it, Habib. Habib clears out past the line. Long dump in. Knocked down by the stick of O'Dwyer. Now this one to center. Coops. Coops will fire one in. Glove down by O'Dwyer. He leaves it for Habib back behind the Strathroy net. Now to Nelson. Nelson, and taken down out front of the net there was Habib. Slow to get back up. Dundas trying to dodge a hit there right at center. Now pass onto the stick. Here comes Faulkner. Faulkner just out of the reach there. Couldn't hold on to it as now he goes into the corner with the battle. Looking out front. Nelson couldn't get the quick shot off. Back down low. It's Faulkner. Faulkner holding on to it here. He's the lone Rocket. He's taken down from behind here. Arm comes up and a penalty on the way. It'll be just a boarding, it looks like. And the Rockets will head back to the power play here with 6:35 to go in the second. And the Rockets will bring the power play unit out. They've already scored once tonight. As Kyle Morey heads to the box here after the boarding call. Off the draw, up to the point here for Smith. Smith, down low. Kilby just out of the reach of him. It comes up to the point for Kindry. Kindry. Left side Smith. Smith lost the puck, gets it down low to Wood though. Here comes Wood up to Carson Perry. Now Kindry looking to the net. That one tipped into the corner. Puck battle here. It'll be cleared down by the Lincolns. And quickly looking for a change is Lalonde on the play here. 35 seconds gone off the Strathroy power play. Kindry to Perry. Perry going to squirk his way in. Perry looking right side. Shot thrown on. That one stopped and cleared right off the mask of Walkarius, who's actually wearing the mask of Wheeler. All the way back into the Strathroy zone for Kindry to pick it up behind the goal of O'Dwyer. He hands it off. Now coming through the middle. Nelson pass over to Smith. They'll break it in. Now Smith cutting to the middle. Looking. Kindry shot on. That one stopped by Walkarius. Perry. Right side. Top of the circle. Hands it off to Kindry at the point. Now down low for Smith. Back up to Kindry. Kindry can't hold on to the pass. Goes off his stick and all the way back out to center. Picking that one up is Smith. His pass off the end of the toe of Carson Perry's stick, and the Rockets will finish up the change here. 35 seconds to go in the power play. Dumping that one in is Dundas. Walkarius plays it around the boards. Kept in by Nelson. Back down low for Dundas. Hops over top of his stick, and it's going to be cleared right into the bench and off Matthew Brazeau with 22 seconds to go on the man advantage for Strathroy. 4:57 to go here in the second period. And the Rockets haven't had a whole lot of chances here on the power play. Faulkner to take the draw. It's off to the left of Walkarius. One back to the point. They can't hold the line there. Pass from Nelson was out of the reach of Marshall. Now Laszlo has it. He'll spin back as he was being forced into the Strathroy zone. He'll bring it up through center now. Laszlo to the blue line. Dumps it into the corner. Down low to get it. Faulkner and Laszlo picking up the puck here as the Lincolns moving up ice, looking for that quick outlet pass to Lamoureux. Marshall, long dump in. Back behind the St. Mary's net here. The Lincolns will pick up the puck. Right side, big hit against the wall. Now up through the middle. Trying to knock that one past was Lamoureux. Marshall kept it through. Diddy over to Coops. Coops, long pass, right side. The Lincolns will break it in. Just staying onside. Pass over. Harbor out front. They score. Right after the penalty kill, they fight back. And they get their fourth of the game. It's 4-1 Lincolns. All the momentum shifting St. Mary's way. After the penalty kill, they quickly work it back up ice. And now they lead 4-1 here with 4:08 to go in the second period. Out of the reach of Spezial, Vandenbrink will dump it in. Now Vandenbrink and Hogarth battling right out front of the official, who's not too eager to call anything right now. Hewitt tripped up. Arm comes up here, and that will be a penalty. A tripping call to Dare will send Strathroy back to the power play here. Coops having a conversation just inside the Strathroy blue line there with Caden Hogarth. This game in danger of getting to that out of hand point where there's no looking back. Back behind the net, Lalonde. He'll throw that one around the boards. Kept in at the blue line by Smith. Smith back down low. Over to Kilby. Kilby just tied up against the wall there. Lalonde's got both his arms around him. It'll be Carson Perry to come out of the scrum with it. To Kindry. Perry back to Kindry. Kindry's pass is going to go off the stick and clear it all the way back. Nice play by Austin Kelleher on the PK. Now Kelleher is going to take Kindry into the wall. Kindry with it. Right through the middle. Hands it off to Wood. Wood trying to poke that one past as he comes into the offensive zone. Puck runs into his stick just before the corner, but it's Wood picking it up. Wood. Lalonde and cleared down the ice. 50 seconds gone off the Strathroy power play. 3 minutes to go here in this period. And up comes Smith. Spinning, firing. That one's going to come all the way back out to center. Rockets not on the same page here on this power play. As Perry hands it off to Noah Nelson. Nelson tied up by Mazur, just trying to get the puck away. And finally the Rockets regain control of the puck. Onto the stick of Laszlo. Laszlo will dump it in. Back down low for Kilby. Here comes Kilby back behind the net, trying to hold on to the puck. Mulder trying to dig it out here. Kilby, Perry just waiting outside, up to the point for Marshall. Marshall into his skates, holds onto it. Now running into Perry, it's going to be a turnover. And here come the Lincolns shorthanded back the other way. Walking in across, pass out front. That one's stopped by O'Dwyer. Picking it up here is Kilby onto the stick of Perry and just out of the reach of him. Rockets would have been back the other way with a 2-on-1. Mulder now backhand fired on and stopped by O'Dwyer. Making the save, covering up with 2:02 to go in the period and 9 seconds left on the power play. Nothing going Strathroy's way right now. And you can see it on the Rockets bench. The frustration's boiling over. Chances going the wayside. Turnovers resulting in shorthanded chances for the opposition. And after the next 2 seconds, they'll be back to even strength with yet another power play and nothing to show for. Into the corner, we're back to even strength. Now shot fired on. That one's going to go off a stick and over top of the net. Dundas down low for Piercy. Piercy back up to Dundas. Shot fired on and stopped easily by Walkarius, who will cover up and we'll get the whistle. Minute 40 left here in the second. A little bit of a gathering out front of Walkarius inside the St. Mary's goal. Face off, back to the point. Hall looking, shot on. That one's going to be blocked. Lincolns will take control, coming up through the middle. Pass knocked away. Hit at center. Piercy's knocked down by Ferreira. Cornfield in the corner. Trying to dodge a hit, gets it off Schnitker. Coming through the middle, Ferreira trying to knock it over to Morey. Morey back onto his stick on the forehand. Now holding onto it. Piercy can't get it out. Finally battling up against the wall right out front of the St. Mary's bench. Looking to get that one away, and finally he gets it out, where it's picked up by Ferreira again to bring it in. Into the corner, Ferreira looks out front. That one bounces off a skate, and the Rockets will turn it over, coming back up ice onto the stick of Piercy, who will dump it in and get a line change. 50 seconds to go here in the second. St. Mary's not forcing anything as they sit back behind their net. Now they'll work up ice. This one knocked off the stick of Pimento right out front of the Strathroy bench. Schnicker kicks it up to his stick. Can't get it on any further up ice, and now Kinger will dump one in off the stick of Pimento inside of the St. Mary's zone. Rockets trying to chase it down. Pimento in the corner, looking out front, can't find anyone. Now Nelson. Nelson left side. Cornfield off the wall and chipped out, and here come the Lincolns up ice with 15 seconds to go in the second, looking for a shot on. That one whistled wide, blocker side. Coops picks up. Coops fires to the net, picked up, and now Gallant has to come back the other way. He's got just 6 seconds left on the clock. Gallant stepping in across the line, fires one on goal, kicked aside. Nilsson fires one off the side of the net, and the horn will go, and the second period comes to an end here with the Lincolns leading 4-1. Not before a small gathering of sorts off in the left side corner inside the St. Mary's zone. But 40 minutes of hockey complete here in Strathroy. And the Lincolns came into the period up one. They'll leave up 3 goals, a 4-1 lead for St. Mary's. Shots on goal total through 40 minutes of play, 28-25 for St. Mary's. They outshot the Rockets 14-10 in that second period of play, getting a pair of goals, one from Adrian Stubberfield, assisted by Damian Pancino and Kyle Morey, and then Noah Vandenbrink getting his first of the game. Thomas Harbour and Ethan Lamoureux picking up the assists on that one. We'll check out the out-of-town scoreboard over in Kamoka. It was a 1-0 lead for the St. Thomas Stars, and it still is about 5 minutes into that third period of play here in Strathroy. It's 4-1 for St. Mary's after 40 minutes of hockey. We'll go ahead, we'll take the break here. Third period coming up from Strathroy with the Lincolns leading by a score of 4-1. The following live broadcast of Strathroy Rockets hockey is made possible thanks to our generous sponsors. Andy's Legendary Pizza, located at 10 Metcalf Street West in Strathroy. Commonwealth Financial, located at 370 Albert Street in Strathroy and online at commonwealthfinancial.ca. Carpet One Floor and Home, located at 325 Caradoc Street South in Strathroy. All Season Concrete, located just outside Strathroy, and visit them online at allseasonconcrete.ca. MNP Accounting, Consulting and Tax Services, located at 6 Front Street in downtown Strathroy. And by Middlesex Chiropractic. Visit them at 117 Thomas Street in Strathroy. The following is a live presentation of Strathroy Rockets Hockey. Aspro's in alone. Daniel Aspro, breakaway, scores! To the net here, still has it. Over to the side, center, scores! We get set for the third here in Strathroy as we welcome you back inside the West Middlesex Memorial Center. 4-1, the St. Mary's Lincolns lead after 40 minutes of play. The shots on goal, 28-25 in favor of those Lincolns. They had 14 shots in the second to the Rockets' 10, and they also added on 2 more goals off the sticks of Adrian Stubberfield and Noah Vandenbrink to give themselves that 4-1 lead, and looking to try and finish off here for their 6th straight victory here and their 9th since head coach Jeff Brownlee took over after the Rockets beat them 7-1. We'll check out the out-of-town scoreboard as well while we have a chance here getting set for this third period from Strathroy. One game completed earlier on today in the Western Conference. That game over in Chatham as the Maroons beat the visiting Leamington Flyers by a score of 5-4. And one game currently ongoing in the West is over in Kamoka. An exciting one over there. 1-0. The St. Thomas Stars lead the Kamoka Kings as that game works its way into the final half of the third period with 8 minutes to go. We'll see how that one finishes up there. The Kamoka Kings so far this season have been off to a fantastic start through their first 22 games. They sit in second place behind only the London Nationals. So a loss to the Stars certainly wasn't something they would love for their Saturday nights, but they will host the Strathroy Rockets tomorrow at the Kamoka Wellness Center as the Rockets will make their third and final trip of the season to Kamoka. They still have 2 more home games to go against the Kamoka Kings, but their final road game against Kamoka tomorrow at 4:30 at the Kamoka Wellness Center as the Rockets will look to keep building throughout the course of this season, and the Kings, we'll see if they can come back in that game 1-0 tonight, but we'll get set for the third here in Strathroy. It's a 4-1 St. Mary's Lincolns lead. The Lincolns, when leading after 2 periods of play, are 10-1. And they have a 4-1 lead coming into this third, so you know they would love to make that 11 wins and 1 loss. We'll see if they can do that. The Rockets, they're in tough when trailing after 2 periods of play. They do have a win. Or pardon me, they don't have a win. They're 0-7-0-1. So they're able to force overtime just on one occasion. And as mentioned, they're going to be in tough tonight as they take to the ice here for the third. If there's a team they can do it, it's the Rockets. They've proven that throughout this season. A battle and grit. Third periods usually haven't been their forte, but they've kind of turned things around in the last few weeks. Playing a lot better hockey overall. And they know that they can score on this Lincoln's team. They did 7 times at the start of the month in a 7-1 win. We get set here for the third in Strathroy. It's a 4-1 St. Mary's lead. I'm Noah Smith calling the action for you as the Rockets continue getting out to the ice, and we get set for puck drop. The GOJHL recently announced this week that the Top Prospects and Future Stars game will make its return to Waterloo at the end of the year. And by end of the year, I mean the end of 2021. December 28th in Waterloo is the Top Prospects game. Puck down, and we're underway to start the third here in Strathroy. 1 back, and the Rockets will touch it up there. And they're going to call an offside early here, just 7 seconds into the period, right out front of the St. Mary's bench. Faulkner, Gallant, Spezial up front, Laszlo Marshall on the back end for Strathroy. Smith, Kelleher, and Parrott up front for the Lincolns to start the period. Back to Lalonde on defense. Hands that one across the other side to Baker. Baker, long chip forward, onto the stick. Kelleher trying to carry that one in with Smith. Smith had that one knocked off his stick. Now up to the point for Lalonde. Lalonde's point shot, rebound shot on, they score! Quick on the rebound, picking that one up, Austin Kelleher. And 28 seconds into the third, the Lincolns will add on to their lead. It's 5-1. Dwyer takes a skate, not the welcome he wanted for this third period, as that one sneaks through 5-hole. Kilby will pick it up off the draw for Strathroy. Pass, Wood carrying it in, had Perry with him. That one was knocked away. And now pass just out of the reach of Ferreira. Playing that one off to the side is O'Dwyer, picked up by Mazer. Now to Ferreira again. To the point, Lalonde has that one skip over top of his stick. It'll go all the way back down into the St. Mary's zone. Walkarius hands it off to the side for Lalonde. Now Lalonde back behind the St. Mary's net, getting set to move up ice here. Lost it on the fresh sheet there and has to go back and pick it up. Now he has it again. Flips this one up sky high into the air. Bouncing puck all the way inside the Strathroy zone. Ferreira chipped it. Schnitker back down low. No one there to pick it up. Habib will get it for Strathroy. Habib up to Wood. Wood had that one knocked away from him. Ferreira will be back down low to get it. Tries to fire one towards the net. Habib off the back of the net. Now we'll just flip this one up into the air. Down the ice is Wood. Has it at the line. Wood to Perry. Perry lost it. Cornfield over to the opposite side. Right at the line. Trying to walk through Ferreira. And back to Mulder. The Lincolns go D-to-D inside their own zone. Back behind the goal line there. Just out waiting. Waiting for the right time to work their way up ice. This pass intercepted. Now with it Hewitt. Hewitt tried to bring it in. Ran right into the skates of Mulder. D-to-D is Smith, hands it off to Kindry. Kindry will bring it up to center, and Hogarth will dump it in on a backhand. Long pass, that one off the skates of Hogarth. Now rimmed around the boards, Pancino. Pancino, nice pass coming through the middle here, all the way over to the left side. And they'll be dumped in, a long one off the end board, sits back behind the Strathroy net for Smith. Smith, Pimentel to the line, not out. Lincolns hold on to it here, trying to chip that one past. It'll be Kindry. Skating back into his own zone to get it, now up to Hewitt. Hewitt trying to chip it past. Good stop by Dare. It'll be dumped back in. D-to-D for Dare. Now pass through the middle. Hogarth knocks that one past. Dundas will chase, and Dare is in the corner. Rimmed around the boards. Pancino again. Pancino lost it. Now spinning back is Morey. Morey a goal tonight as well. Nelson will dump it in as he picked that one off, coming right onto the ice. Now Dundas. Dundas fired on goal. Stopped by Walkarius. Up to the point, Laszlo. Laszlo to the net. Didn't make it there. Blocked by Lalonde. Rimmed around the boards, and now the Lincolns will work their way out. 3 minutes gone here to start the third. Cutting across the middle, looking for a shot on. That one was blocked. Piercy trying to chip it up through the middle, up to Noah Nelson. Nelson had that one lost. Now opposite way. Dundas chipping that one forward. Rockets still offside here as Dundas was inside the zone. Lincolns will bring it up through the middle. Lalonde to the blue line and offside. Just get into the line there. Lalonde firing a shot over top of O'Dwyer, but it was just as the whistle went, so the official and really not drawing a crowd at all. 5-1 here, the Lincolns lead. D-to-D, Hull, back to Habib. Habib getting chased back inside his own zone. Up through the middle to Spezia. Now back to Habib at the logo at center. Will dump it in. The Rockets will chase inside of the St. Mary's zone. Turned over here. Flipped up high in the air. It'll be chased down. Knocking that one out of the air is Kelleher. Kelleher will chip it forward right on goal, where it'll be covered up by O'Dwyer. And Habib will make sure no one gets anywhere close to Gordy O'Dwyer, who has enough to deal with on his plate. As the Lincolns continue on their barrage of shots into this third period. Next shot he faces will be number 30, so the workload is slowed down a little bit, but the Lincolns have found the back of the net now. And now Wood breaking in here. Wood's going to be alone, cutting to the net, and he's stopped by Walkarius. He gets the toe across. What a save by Bryce Walkarius. Back up from his wallet now into the corner as Kilby's rubbed out against the wall. Holding on to it here, trying to get that one back is Wood. It's chip pass, and now finally this one's going to be blown down here as slow to get up, it looks like, is Mulder. He went into the wall hard with Jonathan Kilby. Kilby is up and skating around, but Mulder slow to get up and still down on his knees off in the left corner. Not what you want to see if you're the Lincolns here, as your captain slowly making his way off the ice after a collision in the corner with the Rockets' Jonathan Kilby, who certainly the better of the two coming out of there. .41 to go here in the third. We get a little bit of a stoppage after the injury to Mulder. Perry to take the draw for Strathroy. It's won back by Mazer to Dare. Dare will hand it off, and now the Lincolns will set up back behind the St. Mary's net. Getting ready to come up ice here from their own zone. Dare to the middle. Out of the reach of Ferreira. Now Smith off the end boards. There to try and pick it up. Kilby. Kilby has it. His pass will go off a stick. Kindry will be there to get it. Now Kindry back behind the net and around the boards where it's chipped out by Kilby. Upended. Here comes Perry. Perry works his way in and he fires one off the bar and out of play. Beat Walkarius, but couldn't beat the bar. Carson Perry, what a shot. Walkarius will tap his post and say thank you, as he knew that one beat him clean. Face-off will come outside, though, on the shot from Perry. Now back behind the Lincolns net again after the face-off was won by St. Mary's. Taking a little bit of a breather here before they get set to come up ice. Pass will be off to the left side, and now they'll chip it forward. Getting to center and dumping that one in off the end boards. Takes a healthy hop out front, and that one stopped, and now a big hit against the wall there as Laszlo's taken in by Callagher. Holding on to it here as the play will work its way out past the blue line. Pimentel trying to chip that one past, and the Lincolns will dump it back in. Now holding on to it. Right side corner, Marshall. So Hogarth and out, and now a big hit coming right through the tracks there at center as Hewitt was taken down, and now Hewitt's upended at center. Chipped up at front, and now it's going to be a fight here as Hewitt's getting into it with Baker. Miles Baker didn't like the hit by Hewitt, and Hewitt trying to take him down here, and he does right at center ice. Back up to their feet, and they keep on going. Hewitt going at it with Baker. Baker with a couple rights here on Hewitt, who's slowly trying to get his way in. Baker trying to rip the mask off here. They let him keep going. Now the mask is off of Hewitt. Baker, couple big rights on Hewitt. Keeps on fighting here. The linesman just letting him go. And finally, Hewitt takes him down. What a scrap from both those gentlemen. If but nothing else, a valiant effort from both sides. Hewitt, a clean hit coming across the middle, didn't garner the call from the official. And then he was on his way back to the bench. Miles Baker did not like the hit. It was originally going to be a tripping call on Baker, as he tripped Hewitt skating away from the play and then chased him down as well, which led to the fight. And we'll see if this takes a little bit to get cleaned up. 14:16 to go here in the third period is the stoppage. Carson Perry out there to see what the verdict is. He waits outside the referee circle with Ethan Lamoureux. As the officials talk it over with the scorekeepers to make sure that they're getting it right. And now they'll talk it over here with Lamoureux and Perry. Lamoureux and Perry awaiting 2 minutes up on the board right now for Miles Baker. And we'll see if that's all that gets put up on the scoreboard. It looks like that is all that's going to be up there, so the Rockets will head to the power play after all that. What a fight from both those gentlemen. Certainly got both the benches into it. And the Rockets will head to the power play here with 14-16 to go in period number 3 and trailing by 4. Face off inside the St. Mary's zone here as the teams are back out and ready to go after the stoppage. Face-off will be off to the left of Walkarius, inside of the St. Mary's zone with the Rockets heading to the power play. Face-off one cleanly back by Perry, and it's going to get over top of the stick of Kindry and all the way back into the Strathroy zone. Now Kindry's going to fan on it, turn it over out front, and it was almost a good chance there for the Lincolns as Ferreira was down low trying to take that puck away from Owen Kindry. Kindry now from his own zone. Trying to get it past Mazer, now onto the right side. Mazer going to chase Smith back behind the net as well. Trying to force the Rockets out here on the power play. Pass up onto the stick of Wood. Wood over to Perry on the right side. Now Perry cuts to the middle, holds onto it here. Still on the stick of Perry. Now hands it off to Smith. Cutting it to the net here, looking for Kilby out front. Puck still loose, and Perry will pick it up. Up to the point for Smith. Right side, Kindry shot on. That one stopped sitting out front. Loose, opposite side, onto the stick of Carson Perry, and he scores. Power play goal for Carson Perry. Kicked onto the stick, I believe, by Wood out front, and it's now 5-2. So the deficit down to 3 after the power play goal. Back to center here with 13:27 to go, so still a fair amount of time in this hockey game by many standards there, but Rockets got a lot of work to do. Onto the stick of Laszlo, he'll bring it to center and dump it in. Puck bouncing around through the slot, will be picked up by the Lincolns, who will work it forward. Parrott now, his pass poked away by Marshall. Now Piercy. Piercy trying to chip that one back. Dundas inside of the zone, trying to chase it past the defender, and it's going to be knocked down. Piercy takes a big hit by Lalonde out front of the wall. Quickly back up to the ice here. Rockets still offside as now they'll bring it in. Parrott, long pass coming in. Smith going to break his way in. Stopped by O'Dwyer. Glove save there and sends it off into the corner. Now Lalonde trying to fire one in from the point. Working forward, here come the Rockets up ice. Lalonde into the offensive zone, looking for a shot on, and he scores! That one beats Walkarius as Laszlo brings the Rockets back within 2. An unexpected goal scorer is bringing it up from his own end and finding it past Walkarius' Laszlo. And it's a 5-3 St. Mary's lead now as the Rockets chip into it a little bit more. Laszlo's second of the season. Rockets' third goal in second straight. And the deficit now down to 2 with 12:35 to go. At center, Lamoureux. Thrown into the boards by Hall, and now the Rockets will flip it inside the St. Mary's zone and chase. Back behind the net here is Mulder holding on to it, looking for a pass, gets it up through the middle. Now right side, Lamoureux. Lamoureux trying to cut through, taking a hit off to the left, couldn't get it onto the stick there of Harbour. Holding on to it, Vandenbrink, up to the point, looking for a shot on, can't get it. Now Hall has it, he'll flip it up and down the ice, and this one will roll, and go for an icing as Mulder was back, but not in time to get it. And an icing call will bring the faceoff back inside the Strathroy zone. 11:58 left here in this third period. Rockets trying to make a little bit of a run at a comeback. Mulder at the point, shot on. That one hit some traffic out front, didn't make it to the net. Now Habib pinned up against the wall, up to the point, holding, looking, shot on, rebound stopped by O'Dwyer again. Habib pins his man against the wall, coming out from the corner, taken down, arm comes up, and it'll be blown down. A cross check by Habib will send the Lincolns to the power play. Certainly looked like a cross-check on the play, although the call looked a little bit late from the official. Waited for the reaction if there was one from the Lincolns. And now St. Mary's a big power play to maybe try to get a couple of those goals back that Strathroy just got. And it's going to be out of play into the netting right behind the Strathroy net. Faceoff will stay off to the right of O'Dwyer. Pair to take the draw. And it's one back here. Lincoln's in control off on the point. Cornfield looking right into the shin pads of Perry, who will send it down the ice. Cornfield will hold on to it back behind the St. Mary's net, and now they'll work through the middle at their own blue line. Poked away by Spezial. Nice play. Now he tries to get it back there and just keeps on trying to force it for the Lincolns. Pass over to Lamoureux at center. Lamoureux hands it off left side. Lincolns work their way in. Pass is going to be out of the reach of Harbour. Harbour able to poke it up to the point and keep it alive. Takes a drop pass. Now looking. Pass off the skate of Perry and back out to center. Perry will come off and get a line change. Lincoln's just trying to step inside the zone. Now they will. Holding on to it left side in the corner. Now back behind the net. Comes out in the right side. Pass up to the point. Off a stick and out. Lalonde has to chase it all the way back into the St. Mary's zone. 50 seconds to go here in the St. Mary's man advantage. On the minor penalty to Habib. Lalonde flips it into the corner. Off of the glove of Smith, who was trying to jump and knock it down. Holding on Stubberfield, back down low. Forehand, up to the point for Lalonde, hops over top of his stick. Nelson trying to chase it down, and he will. Here comes Nelson looking for a shot. That one's going to go wide. Had the defender right on him here, and now Piercy taking a hit in the corner. Going at the forecheck here, 20 seconds to go in the St. Mary's power play. Schnitker will pick it up on the left side. Here comes Schnitker as he works his way forward, dumps it off the end boards, bouncing puck, tries to chase down his own rebound. The loose puck comes out all the way out to center. And now back in the St. Mary's zone, 2 seconds to go. Long dump in, and it will be an icing call against St. Mary's as right back onto the ice. And 5-on-5 hockey now. The Rockets will get an offensive zone draw with 9:39 to go. Just trailing by 2 now. This game went from within reach to, or certainly out of reach to within reach, pardon me. Cleared off the glass and up to Hall at center. He goes D-to-D over to Habib, who will hold on to it, try to dump it in. Now the Rockets will chase it in forward. They're going to say they're offside entering the zone, so they'll have to clear. Now they'll go. Faulkner. Going to try and chase him out from back behind the St. Mary's net. Up through the middle on the left side. Now with it, the Rockets will run into one another. Carrying it in, Stubberfield knocked off his stick. Pimentel tries to go D-to-D. onto one knee. Now trying to get back up is Stutterfield, just sitting on the puck as it comes out to the left side. Pass to Dare. Dare shot on and right into Gordy O'Dwyer, who didn't like how close that Stutterfield got to him. Looked like he did try to avoid the bulk of the collision, but in the process still clipped Gordy O'Dwyer, who didn't like it. .8:56 to go here in regulation. Lincoln's lead by a score of 5-3. Back down low for Laszlo, Rockets' third goal scorer. Trying to flip it out now and holding on to it was Kilby. Taken by Perry back behind the Strathroy net, off to Laszlo. Laszlo trying to dump that in off the stick of wood, and now the Rockets will dump it in. Left side, Perry trying to get it back. Kilby. Kilby in the corner trying to battle. It's Coops. And now the Lincolns will work it out at their own blue line. Pass off the stick. Laszlo over to Marshall on the right side. Now flipped in the air. Wood will try to chase it down, and now Wood's going to come in here, and he almost had a good chance working in on Walkarius, but just could not chase down the puck. It'll be covered up by the Lincoln's netminder. Rockets trailing by 2 here, late going of this hockey game. 8:15 left in regulation. Vandenbrink trying to clear the puck out. Rockets keep it alive down low. Dundas can't win the battle. Comes out into the corner. Now sent up to center. Now the Rockets will dump it back in as Nelson fires it back behind the St. Mary's net. Holding on to it. Nelson forces a turnover. Up to the point. Kindry to the net. Redirected and stopped. And now a little bit of a battle going on out front here as finally the puck will leave the St. Mary's zone. Now Dundas trying to chip that one pass. A long pass up through the middle. Missing all the Lincoln sticks and onto the stick of Cole Smith. Now Piercy. Piercy's pass. It's knocked away. A little bit of a broken play back and forth here. Now finally it's going to be knocked down by Kindry at center. Kindry around the boards all the way over left side for Nelson. Nelson has it hop over top of his stick. Lincolns will take advantage as Harbor brings it up through the middle. Harbor right through the middle and lost this puck. Smith to Faulkner. Faulkner. Nelson dumped in. Down low, Dundas. Cornfield trying to chip it out here. Dundas just looking to keep it in for Strathroy. Spezial trying to chase down Lalonde. Back down low behind the net here. Lalonde slowly getting back up to his feet after he lost an edge. Lamoureux battling here as Hall looking to try and get it back. Gets it to Pimentel. Pimentel. Spezial. Right side. Couldn't get the shot off there as he lost the puck. Now he gets it back behind the net. Holds onto it. Works his way to his forehand. Now up to the point for Hall. Back down low. Pimentel. Holds onto it behind the net. Now works his way up to the point. Leaves it for Spezial. Gets it back. Now fires it down low. Cornfield spinning. Now gets it back, looking out front. Can't get the shot off. Still holding on to it. Finally, Cornfield. Cornfield's going to get it stripped of it. Holding on to it and can't get a shot off is Faulkner. It'll be cleared out, and the Lincolns will work up by Smith. Smith looking, cutting, scores! Eric Smith, top shelf shot on O'Dwyer. And the 3-goal lead restored for St. Mary's, 6-3. The Rockets had their chances. They worked it down low. They got their shots. And all it takes is for one break the other way, and the Lincolns capitalize. Eric Smith finds the back of the net and makes this a 6-3 hockey game. It'll be dumped in here. The Rockets will chase back inside of the St. Mary's zone. Up to the point for Marshall. Marshall shot on. Big rebound comes out the other side. Kilby can't get a shot off. Now Kilby looking out front for Wood. Wood, right side, can't get the one on goal. Perry to Marshall. Tries to go down low for Kilby. Now on the wall here, the Lincolns will work it out through the middle. Coming in, Ferreira on the right side. Ferreira, toe drag, couldn't get it around Marshall. Marshall takes the pass from Perry, works through, and he's upended. And it'll be a tripping call on Austin Kelleher. as he'll go to the box for tripping with 5:35 to go in the third. But the Rockets now fighting from down 3 once more. Face-off one forward, cleared down the ice. It'll be chased down into the corner as Marshall losing this one to Schnittker. Marshall and Schnittker up against the wall as Schnittker finally will get a whistle here by the official. Schnittker just pinned that one and killed about 17 seconds off the Strathroy power play. On the out-of-town scoreboard, the Camoka Kings did come back from that 1-0 deficit to the Stars. They scored with 58 seconds left in the game to tie it on the stick of Carter McElwain, and then McElwain scored 44 seconds in to overtime to win that game for the Kings. Now here comes Kindry. Up through the middle, leaves it for Dundas. Dundas pass, tried to find it over to Smith on the left side. It was intercepted. Now Piercy. It's sent down the ice. The Lincolns will get a wholesale change here on the penalty kill as the Rockets will set up back in their own zone. Pass out of the reach of Smith. Lamoureux down low is trying to chase it out for the Lincolns. Now here up the right side comes Piercy. Piercy, big hit by Lamoureux to knock him down. And now this will get a little bit of a scrum right down in front as Cornfield is getting into it there with, I think it was Smith down low. Smith is just waiting outside of the scrum, actually. It was Dylan Dundas. And we'll wait and see what comes of this. 4:27 remaining here in the game, and in a game like this one where it looked like the Lincolns were going to run away with it, the Rockets got back within 2, and then the Lincolns strike to go up by 3 again. And now we'll hope this game doesn't get overly chippy as we finish off the last 4.5 minutes. And we'll see the penalties once they go up on the board here. Right now, it looks like Cornfield going into the box for the Lincolns. And I believe the Rockets will get a 5-on-3 out of this once all is said and done. No, Dundas is going to go to the box. So offsetting penalties for Dundas and Cornfield. Rockets will continue on with the 52 seconds they had remaining on the power play originally. Up to the point now for Kindry. Kindry over to Wood. Wood up to the point for Smith, who's able to keep it in at the line and get it back down low. Now this one around the boards. Riley Wood. Wood up, bounce pass to Smith. Gets the return. Tries to work his way in. Opposite side, tried to feed Kindry. The pass was out of Kindry's reach, and it'll be dumped down the zone back behind the Strathroy net. Smith on the right side. Pass into the skates of Kilby. Lamoureux with it now, and Lamoureux hands it back to Mulder on defense, and they'll send that one length of the ice inside of the Strathroy zone. That'll just about do it to the penalty to Kelleher, and Kelleher will come back out onto the ice here. We're back to even strength. Drumming right through the middle across the tracks there is Kilby colliding with Kelleher, and that's going to be an icing call against St. Mary's. 3:29 to go here in the third. Face-off coming inside the St. Mary's zone. As we look to finish off this contest, the Lincolns leading by 3. Looks like that late dagger by Eric Smith might be the one to put the nail in the coffin for the Rockets tonight. Snuff out that comeback they were trying to come up with here in the third. Now long pass in across center to Parrott. Parrott will dump it in. on goal for O'Dwyer. O'Dwyer's going to cover up, and we'll get another whistle. This time inside the Strathroy zone. Just a reminder for all fans attending any home games throughout the month of December that the Rockets will be collecting items for the Strathroy Salvation Army. That includes hats, mittens, non-perishable food items, and unwrapped toys in support of the Strathroy Salvation Army. Back into the St. Mary's zone. Now coming up through the middle here. Onto the stick, Kelleher will bring it in across the blue line. Kelleher, toe drag, knocked down by Hall. Got a little too fancy there, and Blake Hall sent him down to his wallet. Now sent down the ice, no icing. Here's the Lincolns will pick it up back behind the goal. Pass looking to come out front, into a couple of skates there. Lalonde with it again. Off the glass and out. Back to Hall, now to Habib. Habib off the boards, inside of the Lincoln zone, and he dumps that one in. 2.5 minutes to go here in regulation. The Lincoln's looking to just close this one out here. Turned over down low for Piercy. Piercy trying to cut to the net. Shot thrown on. Stopped, and a big hit out front there as they didn't like Piercy jamming away at the rebound. And as you would expect, it draws a crowd with 2:21 to go. Not going to see any penalties out of it, though, as the official deemed that hit was right as the whistle went. And perfectly legal with Piercy jamming away at the rebound. It's picked up by Jordan Dare. Dare will bring it up past his bench, dumping in on a backhand, trying to chase this one down. It'll be chipped up to Nelson now. Noah Nelson dumps it into the right corner. It'll be chased down by Pimentel. They'll try and clear off the glass, but they'll get over top of the glass and out of play. They'll bring the face-off outside. 2 minutes, 6 seconds left in regulation of this one. As mentioned, the Rockets back in action tomorrow as they visit the Camoka Kings. 4:30 puck drop. Lincoln's dumping in. Now Laszlo up to the point. He gets past the stick of Dare, and he'll go all the way back inside the St. Mary's zone. Mulder there to get it on his forehand. Now he flips this one into center. Bouncing puck will get past the Rockets defenders. Laszlo will have to chase it down inside the corner of the Strathroy zone. Now Nigel Piercy. Piercy, his clearing attempt will go off the body there of Pancino coming through the middle. Now Piercy to the blue line. He'll dump this one in. Back down behind, looks for a centering pass, bouncing around in the slot. Rockets looking to just get a shot off. Kindry fires one on goal, stopped by Walkarius. Comes out to the opposite side, and Walkarius, well out of his blue paint, will jump on it. To ensure that puck doesn't get any further away from him than he intended. Minute 24 left here in regulation. Countdown rolls on here as we try to finish off this one. In the corner. Lincolns will clear past their own bench, and now they'll work up ice into the Strathroy zone, firing one to the net. That one stopped by O'Dwyer, and O'Dwyer sticks his stick out to make sure no one gets too close to him here and avoids any collision. Jazz Nixon already out to injury. Rockets truly don't want Gordy O'Dwyer, who is pulled away as the clear number 2, to face his injuries. Now around to Kilby. Kilby on the right side. Long pass up to Wood. Wood's got Perry with him. Wood looking. Wood to the net. And he tried to find Perry on the right side, but Perry was just out of his reach. Now back the other way. Here comes St. Mary's from their own zone. Long dump in. Now coming across the line, Parrott. Parrott on the left side. He's taken out into the wall. Habib will clear back out to center. Now back inside the Lincoln zone. 40 seconds to go here. Dumped in right on goal to Gordy O'Dwyer, who will play it for Hall. Hall will send it back down into the St. Mary's zone now. 25 seconds to go here in regulation. Holding on to it, dumped down, and no icing here as it's back down into the Strathroy zone with 15 seconds to go. Lincoln's getting one last change in. Pass to Faulkner. Faulkner will flip one in, back behind the net of Walkarius. Gallant with it. Gallant looking for a pass. Marshall shot on, stopped by Walkarius. And with 3 seconds to go, the horn will go and the Lincolns will hold on for a 6-3 win here over the Strathroy Rockets and extend their winning streak here in the month of December, now into December. The Lincolns picking up their 6th straight victory. And they move to 8-2 in their last 10. Moving their way back up the standings after a point in the season where they were at 500 at 7-7. And they have vastly improved on that over their last few weeks of play, including this 6-3 win here over the Strathroy Rockets on this Saturday night in Strathroy. The Rockets will fall tonight and lose their 2nd straight contest. But it is a quick turnaround for Strathroy as they are back in action tomorrow, hitting the road to Camoka to take on the Camoka Kings, who are coming off a win of their own tonight, 2-1 over the St. Thomas Stars. Puck drop 4:30 tomorrow at the Camoka Wellness Center, and then the Rockets are back on the road Thursday at the Sarnia Arena to take on the Legionnaires. 7:10 puck drop. Those are the next couple broadcasts here for you. We'll see you next time. From Noah Smith, we thank you for listening with us as the Rockets fall